Hey Cancerians, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be doing your general reading here. Now, before I get into your meditation, just a couple of quick notes. Firstly, I have opened up availability for personal readings. Yes. Now, it is a limited availability within a kind of a small time frame as well. I do hope to offer them again as the year goes on, but I did want to at least offer some availability as we're going into a new year. All that information and how to, sign up for reading is over on the website at the description box below. Secondly, I've opened registration for Be Your Own Intuitive course. The first Be Your Own Intuitive course was last year, and it just went so beautifully. It was such a good time. If you are interested in learning how to be your own intuitive, how to read for yourself, how to read for others, how to work with your own, intuitive system, as it were, you can read all about it again over at the website in the description box below. Insane. Okay. Let's get into your meditation. So let's talk about lions. It was very, I don't know how, I was going to say like lionic or lion-esque. Let's go with lion-esque. I want to say to you that there's a certain aspect here of a trust fall. You're being asked to walk in faith. I do feel like there is an element of your faith being tested. And I know that sounds really dramatic, but first of all, have we met? Second of all, the trust fall in itself, it feels like if you were able to keep moving, even though you can't see the road, because I'm going to tell you what I specifically saw. I saw a lion, and I saw it walking through, and then I saw an image of like Rumpelstiltskin over here making gold from wheat or whatever he did. And I heard needle and thread, needle and thread, needle and thread, needle and thread. And I saw you as a lion walking through that scene. And then I saw you walk past a bunch of like spider webs and like breaking through them, right? Spider webs represent being there for yourself and others in equal measure, and also riders, right? And I saw you kept walking and walking and walking and walking and walking, and you went through all these different scenes, all these different stories, and you were like, nope, 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 I'm going to keep going. And then I saw you walk until you reached the end of the road, and then you put this paw out, and it looked like dead air, like you were up in the sky and it was dead air, and you were like, if I put my paw there, I'm going to fall, right? But you didn't have any other choice because the ground beneath you was going, or the clouds beneath you, whatever. So then you were scared. It was very timid. You put one paw down and you couldn't see a road, but you could feel that it was solid. Then you put another paw down. You were like, okay. And then another paw and another paw and another paw and another paw. And then you end and you walk through these clouds and you end up with all of these other lions. It was like they were these beautiful midnight black lions and like these beautiful golden lions and these beautiful red lions and all these different kind of lions and lionesses. And it was like all the lions were cheering for you because there was some sort of test that you made it through about this like trust fall, about like knowing that even though you couldn't see the path ahead, you moved ahead anyway. And the reward was huge. Okay. I just saw 3 on the timer as well. Yeah, this is about forward movement ahead and balance. So let's go ahead and see what your animal energy is, shall we, my Cancers? They're really beautiful. Lion energy also equates to that of the King of Wands energy, which is about knowing when to be still and when to act, right? It's about discernment in times of timing and opportunity. Oh, God, okay. So you have the beaver here. I love this. I love it when a water sign gets a water animal. It shows that you are in some sort of alignment. The beaver equates to the Eight of Pentacles energy, which is really beautiful. Eight of Pentacles is about talent meeting up with hard work and divine timing. Beaver energy is also, in one context, it's about engaging in your work that is fulfilling, hopefully, and work that you at least believe in or that you're putting all of your effort into, and then learning how to balance that with recreation, time for loved ones, downtime, right? A beaver personality is balanced and at its best when it has equal amounts of work and play. On the other side of this, the beaver can also equate to doing the work, as in the self-work. And, because I saw the trust fall aspect of it, I do feel like there is an aspect of walking in faith here in whatever way, shape, or form, but it does feel innately positive. The beaver energy is super positive, so I'm really happy that you got this. There's also an aspect here of, the beaver is walking away from the sun into the unknown and into the darkness, right? but feeling all right about it. You know what I mean? So there's this beautiful energy of also allowing your feelings to inform you ahead too, right? Because the Lion, y'all couldn't necessarily see the path, but you could feel it, right? Something about that. Okay. What's going on with Cancers for January? You know, I'm seeing the Cowardly Lion from the Wizard of Oz. Ooh, King of Wands on the bottom. I was just talking about him. The Cowardly Lion from the Wizard of Oz. What did he want again? Courage? Courage, trustful. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. I'm so obsessed with this. You know, this is really beautiful because Ace of Pentacles is like all about work. It's all about the material realm. It's a big offer. It's a big opportunity. But I do feel like there's a certain sense here too, because whenever the beetle comes up, it's about your perspective. The beetle is very much about using the resources at your disposal, and depending on how you see something, you are either, you know, standing in a junkyard or you're standing in, you know, a yard full of possibilities. This is largely about perspective, right? I do feel like there is a lot of energy here around, like, you know, work success, but there's also an energy too around like walking faith, that even though you may not know what's coming ahead with your work, or there'll be twists and turns in the road or little blips on the radar, to continue along that path if your feelings are pulling you to do so, right? I will say to you on like a quick personal note that the greatest success that I've had in life has come from following a feeling. Truth. Okay, I can think of two off the top of my head where I was terrified. I had no idea how it was going to go, but I had a deep feeling that I just had to do it anyway. It's like what Brene Brown says. I just love her, where she said, you know, think about what is, wait, I'm going to butcher this. Oh no. What is a risk but worth doing anyway? Like, what do you want so badly that even if it didn't work out, you still got to go for it? Because the only thing worse than you going for it and not working out will have been never going for it at all. What do they say? That we regret what we didn't do a lot more than what we did. Think about that. Also, the color yellow here is repeating. And, you know, yellow equates to the solar plexus chakra, which is the chakra from which we experience the world. It also rules our seat of confidence as well. I mean, hello and goodbye. Of Cups. Are you serious? This is complete emotional fulfillment. Trustful indeed. Complete emotional fulfillment. This is really bringing me to that image of the meditation where you crossed over and there were all these different lions that were just so happy for you, and everyone that you love really there surrounding you. You know, Ten of Cups, again, showing up as your water sign self here in its fullest formation. Well, this and the Ace really, but this is beautiful. This is happy home and family. This is having all of your emotional needs met, right? This is absolutely beautiful. Again, with the yellow here, right? Yellow neck. Ooh, she's such a yellow neck. I don't even know what that means. I don't think it means anything. But anyway, you know what's really interesting too is like the ice aspect of this, because the ice can break at any time, right? And it's just about trusting that it won't. Or on the flip side, trusting that if it does, you're going to be okay. You know what I mean? But this is complete, happy, emotional fulfillment. This is so beautiful, Cancer. It's really, really beautiful. Also, time spent with family can be at the forefront of your time, mind, and experience as well at the moment. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so the Five of Pentacles here. So this is really interesting. So again, with the Pentacles, ruling the realm of your work and the material matters, right? So I'm starting to see the trust fall coming in more into play. So the Five of Pentacles is feeling outside of what you want or operating from a fear that you're not always going to have what you need. Okay? See these wolf pelts here? It's like a semblance of something. It's like feeling outside of your skin, feeling you're going to be separate from what you really need to survive or do well or be happy. Again, with this snow here, it's really interesting, right? It's really interesting. But you know, the cure to the Five of Pentacles is what? Trustful, is walking in faith even though you can't see the path ahead of you. You know, I'm really getting a strong sense of family here. I feel like there could be aspects of your family that need a little extra support. Whether that be moral support or financial support or emotional support, okay? That could be, you know, your partner, mom, dad, whatever that is, or even someone who, you know, because oftentimes family is the family we choose, right? This could be a member of your chosen family as well. But there's something here about required or needed support, okay? but you're in a position to do it. And that can be also going back to the beaver with that balance of work and play, right? And then I did see the spider webs in your meditation, which is about being there for yourself and others in equal measure as well. Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, wow, very good. Page of Pentacles. I'm so obsessed. So first of all, the wands rule the realm of desire, passion, artistry, but the wands are mostly about the actions that we take. The Page of Wands, this is the youngest energy in this suit, right? So the Page of Wands is very much about excitement about the future, excitement for the path ahead. This is before anybody gets in her ear and says, that's probably not going to work out. You see how she has like one foot lifted, like she ready, right? There's a beautiful energy here, excitement about the future. It's also courage as well. Courage with the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I just feel like you have your eye. It's like there's something to do with your work where you're either thinking about what is going to make you really happy in your work life or how to expand upon work, that is already emotionally fulfilling you, or how to make some more room for a passion project that emotionally fulfills you, and then balancing that with your, day job. It's interesting. Really lovely, actually. It feels quite balanced. Two of Cups. Ooh. Oh, hey, lion. There we are. He's that lion from that meditation. So, strength. Remember when I was saying that there could be family or chosen family around you or friends that are, needing some emotional support or financial support or just your presence? Yeah, and then we have this. So, as I'm hearing lean on me, right? The song Lean on Me. So strength is very much about, deriving strength from your inner reserves and also external support as well. Support from, spirit, the universe also. So again, this is very much what I was picking up on, but I also feel like there's an aspect of you that is deriving your strength from your emotional reserves, whether they be inside of you or sourced through a chosen family or your family unit. Okay, your emotional it feels very, very strong with your emotional life around this. Really, really lovely. It looks like the Emerald City back there. I keep thinking about the cowardly lion and the trust fall and the walking ahead on the path. See how she's walking ahead on, are those stilettos? Oh no, they're short. But see how she's walking ahead on the path and the lion's like, well, I'm going to wait and see how that goes and then I might follow you. There's something here about connecting in with your innate courage and forging the path ahead. You might need to, or you don't need to do anything, but you might be called to be an example for others as well. Be strong for them and go, hey, I know it's going to work out for you. Hey, I know it's going to be okay. Hey, I know we're going to be able to pay that bill. Hey, I know that you're going to find work that is good for you. I know it. Because I do feel like you're being a cheerleader in a way, in a really nice way. So we have the Knight of Swords here to clarify the Five of Pentacles. This is interesting because the Knight of Swords traditionally, well, the first of all, this is air energy, right? Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But air energy is very much about the mental realm, our thoughts and our communication, right? Also writing as well, written communication. But the fact that this is, clarifying the Five of Pentacles. Remember when I said that just a minute ago, that there are going to be those around you who you might need to kind of, pump up and support and go, hey, that's okay. There's this lack mentality can be superseded by this truth that, you do this trust fall with me. I don't know exactly how things are going to go, but I just know that it's going to be okay. And because I'm embodying that energy, I'm going to manifest that energy. Because what I think about, I bring about. And that's what I feel like this is saying. What I think about, I bring about. If I imagine the worst case scenario, that's what I'll get. If I imagine everything working out for me without specifics, right? I don't want to be overly specific in this context where it's like, I know I'm always going to have exactly what I need and everything's going to be well because everything is well. And that's what you get. It look differently than how you might have wanted, but it is what you're going to get. I also feel like for another group of you, you're being asked to examine your relationship to the work that you do. Does it emotionally fulfill you? Does it utilize your specific strengths and talents? Do you have a job or a career? Are you doing what you love to do from a place of just unabashed passion for it? Or are you simply paying the bills? Now, if you are paying the bills, wonderful. That's amazing in itself. Okay, you're paying the bills. Can you make time for engaging in work that you are passionate about on the side, after work, before work, on the weekends? Because there's a balance that wants to be achieved between the work that you do and really putting energy into what you're passionate about. And then perhaps that might pave a road ahead where you are able to attract a career towards you that it doesn't feel like work at all, that you were super passionate about, that you also make money at. Can you imagine paying the bills and using the gifts that you have and being super passionate about it? Pretty cool. I mean, that's the ideal, right? And I feel like there's going to be some sources of inspiration around this time as well, because Knight of Swords can also be inspiration around this time as well, or advice from family and friends where it's like offers you a different perspective and goes, well, what if you did this? Okay, you're paying the bills this way, but what if on the weekends you restarted those art classes, and then you get an idea to start your own Etsy shop making hand-painted ceramic mugs, and they do so well that you don't need your day job anymore. That's just a really random example of something that popped in my head, but that's how it happens, like a pop into the head, right? There's something about that. Also, the fact that these are wolf hides as well, wolves represent connecting in with your instinct and following your instincts, right? This is very much about following a feeling, following your instincts, allowing your movements to be dictated by how you feel. Trust fall. But I don't even know if trust fall feels like accurate. It's more like a trust stride. Trust stride. Trust stride. It's kind of awkward to string together, but that's what it is. It's a trust stride. I like it. I like it a lot. Do you see how they're looking at each other like that? There's an endeavor that you're thinking of starting, or that you've been percolating on, or someone close to you is possibly as well. Have faith. Move on it. You're having that source of inspiration for a very good reason. Okay. Let's get an oracle. Oracle from the Cancerians. Let's do it. Okay, let's talk. First, we have Sekhmet, be strong. More lions here, you don't say. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. I mean, exactement. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. I'm really drawn to the Eye of Horus here and the all-seeing eye. As long as your perspective is balanced and on point, and your emotions are balanced as well, you can follow that feeling and walk in faith with the trust stride, okay? And you also have Sig here, Celtic goddess. It's really interesting. Quiet time. See how she's like, shh. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. I feel like this is such good advice. How we've been saying about ideas percolating, your relationship to your work, your relationship to your chosen family, being a source of strength and support for your chosen family, considering all of those things, finding that balance between work and play, really observing yourself, leaving yourself open for those sources of inspiration, and walking in faith and believing in the sources of inspiration that you get, allowing yourself to follow those feelings. A beautiful way to do that is to do just this. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate, right? This is how we really click in with and are able to follow our feelings. Also, I'm really drawn to the night starry sky here, which is the color of the third eye chakra, right? So our third eye chakra, when it is cleansed and working in our favor, we're able to see very clearly what is not visible to the human eye. We're able to see if something's going to work out or not. It's true. Read all about it. You heard it here first. When it is imbalanced, when it is clogged, when it is not in working order, it makes it very difficult to see anything at all, ourselves included, right? So that third eye chakra, I feel like you have an opportunity to work with it, connect in with it, research it more, figure out how it works, set that intention, tap your forehead 3 times and say, I'm willing to see. Sit down. You're a Cancer, you're water sign. You're quite intuitive. You're quite intuitive, right? You guys do well in the lane of the esoteric. So this is a beautiful opportunity for you to go, okay, I am willing to see. I can see ahead. I can see the different possibilities. I can see where choices will lead me. If I stay here in this current line of work, or I go over here, if I walk this path, or if I choose this one over here, I can see all of the possibilities and different paths ahead in different directions of time and space. I can blend that together with strength, engage in that trust stride, be there for the people around me that I care for, that look to me for strength, support, and guidance, and carry on with my bad self, being the lion that I am, right? I have to tell you, this feels very positive. It does feel like there's an opportunity on the other side of this that wants to be facilitated through you, but it is going to be directly up to the choices that you do or do not make. I mean, it really is, at the end of the day, entirely up to you. All of this is just a menu of potentiality. It's energy that you may not participate in. At the end of the day, all you can really ask yourself, right, when at a loss or, otherwise, is, am I making choices from love or from fear? Just like the cowardly lion, right? Am I making choices from love or from fear? So if you are considering your line of work, your relationship to your work, if you are, living in the question on where to move, how to move, money, relationship, prospect, whatever that is, if all else fails, return to the question. I have a choice before me. Is it coming from love or fear? That's the trust stride, right? Making choices from love, following the feeling, and trusting that it's all going to work out, even if you can't see and only feel the path before you. That's what it is. What else do they say? That reward lies on the other side of risk, something like that. No risk, no reward, all of that, right? Am I making choices from love or am I making choices from fear? That's what it is. And that is going to be a defining point between different groups who, make choices around these potential energies from fear or love based on old patterns or lack of confidence or, lack of self-worth, or, hey, I am a lion and I'm seeing myself as a lion, and lions are not meant to be, timid or be nervous or afraid. I'm going to be the lion that I am, even though I'm a crab, but I'm being a lion, wary, and a beaver, and I'm about to, move forward because I know that I am strong. I know that because I'm following a feeling and making choices out of love, that this is going to work out for me in some sort of way and in some sort of good time. And that's what it is. And again, all of this is going to be more beneficially fueled by balance. Again, equal balance between work and play, water and land. Okay? All right, my beautiful Cancerians, this is your general reading. I so hope that this helped and resonated with you and for you. If so, please do let me know in the comments below. I live for reading your comments. And again, if you are interested in personal readings and or signing up for Be Your Own Intuitive course, all that information is in the description box below over at my website. And lastly, just thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. But most of all, and most importantly, thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.